Finally, tonight we return to the subject of the lawsuit against the Government Accountability Board over voter registration questions. Our End Inside commentator, Schneider, says that no matter what the outcome of the lawsuit, the GAB is an agency that has some explaining to do. Here's Schneider.
No one doubts that voting is one of our most sacred rights. Unfortunately, in Wisconsin, we have entrusted one of the most bumbling bureaucracies imaginable with protecting our vote. In fact, it has taken a lawsuit from the state's Attorney General to force the Wisconsin Government Accountability Board, or GAB, to comply with a federal law meant to clean up elections. There hasn't been much the GAB has gotten right. Several years ago, the state gave the Elections Division millions of dollars to set up a database for electronic campaign finance reporting. Years later, they had little to show for it. As of this week, they still didn't even have the finance reports posted online from the primary election that took place on September 9th. So much for accountability. Now taxpayers have sunk $22 million into the GAB to have a statewide voter list ready that was due almost 2 years ago. Yet the GAB still has very little to show for their investment as it continues to thumb its nose at the federal law requiring accurate lists. In the meantime, poor city clerks are caught in the middle without any direction from the state on how to proceed. Sure, the Attorney General's lawsuit probably isn't going anywhere, but it's about time someone exposed the incompetence of the GAB as they continue to operate in violation of federal law. It's pretty ironic that a board that has the power to prosecute those that break election laws can't even follow the laws themselves. Of course, the groups being investigated for illegally stacking the voter rolls with fraudulent names are cheering, as they'll continue to cancel your vote out.
Schneider is a fellow with the Wisconsin Policy Research Institute. He represents his own opinions on Here and Now. That's our program for tonight. Stay tuned for PBS coverage of the first presidential candidate.